What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. As you guys saw in the video, I finally hit 5 plates, which is 495 pounds, which is something I was 110% not expecting to hit this day. And so I'm going to talk you guys through it, tell you guys exactly what I did, how I did it, what program I did, and how you guys can do the exact same thing to see phenomenal results like this. So as I go through my workout, I'm just going to explain what happened that specific day, which was 2 days ago, and exactly how I warmed up. So let's get the clips rolling. So when I walked into the gym, first I got warmed up with the squat movement. I didn't stretch. I did 135 pounds for 3 reps. Notice how I'm exploding when I'm coming out of the hole. So when I'm coming back up, I'm really trying to use as much power as I can. I did 2 plates, which is 225 pounds for 2 reps. Then I put my wrist straps on. I hit 315 pounds for 1 rep. I was gonna hit it for another one, but I wanted to conserve my energy. And then I put 3 plates in a 25. Really tried to explode as quick as I can, and it worked out pretty good. I hit 4 plates. Sorry about the image quality on this. The ISO was really high. Anyways, 4 plates went up really good as well. And then let me pause here really quick. 4 plates in a 25 is already what I was shooting for. If I got 455 pounds, I would have been really happy. That's actually what I was initially shooting for, because my previous PR was actually 425 pounds. So this is a 30-pound PR in 4 weeks, by the way. So this is a training program that I've been doing for 4 weeks only, so 1 month. And so a 30-pound increase in 1 month is really impressive, and I've never done it before. So getting 455 pounds was definitely you know, a goal that I set, and I really wanted to hit that. So let's see how it goes up. I felt really good unracking it. I knew it was gonna go up pretty smooth, and then I hit it and it went up way quicker, way quicker than I thought. And so as you can see, I was really happy. I was shocked that it went up that quick. That's 455 pounds. Now this is 475 pounds. That's another 20-pound increase. And this one, I actually set up wrong. The bar was a little higher than I liked, and it was kind of uneven. And then my breathing was kind of weird in this one, but somehow I hit it. It was kind of a struggle, but then I put 5 plates. I was like, you know what? I already hit a freaking 50-pound PR. Let's just go for 70 pounds increase. And so I decided to do 5 plates. And here's how it went. When I was unracking it, I was really nervous. I went down. It kind of like whipped and like bounced really weird. But alhamdulillah, I somehow got the 5 plates, and I was so happy. I was literally so happy with the 5-plate squat. 495 pounds from a 425-pound squat in 4 weeks. Now my body, my weight right now is 210 pounds, so I am really heavy, which means I'm gonna increase, obviously get stronger, lift heavier weights. But I was around the same exact weight. I was like 207, I believe, when I hit my 425-pound squat. So to increase 70-pound PR on squat and only increase 3 pounds in body weight is incredible, and especially when you do it in 4 weeks. So let me tell you guys exactly how I did it. First and foremost, I had patellar tendonitis on my left knee, and so I had to get that fixed up, and for several months I was working on a lot of stretching for my quads, my quadriceps, my whole front quad. I really focused a lot on stretching that rigorously, and then strengthening my hamstrings a lot because my hamstrings were really weak. And then I also did a lot of hip work because my hips are really weak and they're still uneven. They're not good yet, but I worked on my hips, and I want them to be really similar strength with each other, because I don't want one hip being a lot stronger than the other hip. And same thing with the hamstrings, and same thing with the quads. And so I worked on, first of all, having a balance in my body and treating the imbalances that I previously had. Now, once I was able to comfortably squat, I got some squat shoes. I squatted with them for months. That's when I hit my 425 pound PR, and I was really happy about that. And so I started training rigorously, and alhamdulillah, I didn't have any knee pain for all of the time that I've been training. So what is exactly my training regimen? What did I do every single time I went into the gym? So first, it's something called the Smolov squat program. The Smolov squat program, as you can see, it works. It's incredible, and it definitely works. And if you're thinking about doing it, you should do it. You should definitely do it, as long as you're a generally healthy human being and you don't have bad joints. Do the Smolov, you're gonna see a lot of benefits. Now, the Smolov consists of a 13-week program. For me specifically, what I specifically did is I skipped the introductory cycle. I completely skipped the introductory cycle, and I went right into the base cycle. Now, if it's your first time ever doing the Smolov, do the introductory cycle, because you are going to need it, and the Smolov is really tough, so you're gonna really need that introductory cycle. But I've previously done the Smolov, and that's actually what got me from 385 pounds squat to a 405 pound squat. So from 385 and 85 to a 4-plate squat, and I was really happy with my 4-plate squat. And after I hit it, I kind of just gave up on the Smolov. I was like, you know what, I already hit my goal, I'm pretty much done with it, and I gave up. And I was just about done with the introductory cycle at that point. So you're gonna see, you know, a good increase if you do the introductory cycle. But this time around, I completely neglected the introductory cycle. I was too anxious, and I was too excited to do the base cycle. So I went right into the base cycle, and what it consists of is squatting 4 times a week, which is insane. I've never squatted 4 times a week. It's absolutely ridiculous and really tough to do and to commit to. So for the first week, I did it, and it was all good. I squatted 4 times a week, but the next 3 weeks, it was really tough to squat 4 times a week. I would usually squat 3 times a week, and then on the last week, I actually did squat 4 times a week. So it was probably, instead of being a 4-week program, it was about 4.5 to 5 weeks for me, because I didn't squat 4 times a week. And the reason why is because one of those days, if you're squatting Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, you're gonna have to squat Saturday as well, which means Friday and Saturday you're squatting back to back, which is really hard on your body. And I started to feel my right knee, which is the knee that didn't give me any problems before, but I started to feel a little bit of soreness in my right knee. So I took it easy. I focused a lot on stretching, which is really important. I can't emphasize it enough. If you're gonna do the Smolov, please try to stretch out after every single squat workout that you do. If you're not stretching, you're gonna put yourself in a really vulnerable position to get injured. So make sure you do the correct stretches after your workout and not before. And I'm gonna repeat it because it's important. Do not stretch before your workout, only stretch after your workout. So yeah, I pretty much took about 4.5 to 5 weeks to do the Smolov base cycle. Some of you guys can do it in 4 weeks. Some of you guys are gonna have to take 5 weeks. Some of you guys might have to take 6 weeks. You know what I mean? So go based off of how your body feels. Really try to push yourself every single time you go into the gym, because it takes a lot of mental strength to really push yourself. Now, that being said, and I'm just trying to be honest with you guys, I probably missed probably around 3 or 4 sets total of the Smolov cycle. So for example, if I had to do a 5x7 that specific day, I would sometimes do maybe 4 sets of 7, or maybe I would do 5 sets of 6, you know what I mean? Or I would do 4 sets of 7 and then 5 sets of 5, or sorry, the 5th set would only be 5 reps, so I would miss out on 2 reps. I still followed it pretty good, and I didn't really miss a lot of repetitions or sets, but just to be honest, I didn't do it 100% exactly as it should be. I did miss a few reps and a few sets here and there. Now, if you guys want the specific program that I did and the website that I got it off of, it's not an affiliate link or anything like that. I don't get paid, I don't get endorsed. It's just what I used. I'm gonna link it in the description below so you guys can check out that exact same website that I used for the Smolov squat routine. Now, a couple of tips and recommendations that I have for you guys that do want to start the Smolov squat program but maybe are hesitant. The first thing I recommend is doing what I did and fixing your imbalances. If you have any imbalances in your legs or in your core or even in your upper body, because your upper body has a big influence on how you squat. If you have any imbalances, make sure to address those first before you start squatting. And if your squat form isn't on point, make sure you focus on your squat form as well, because if you're lifting heavy and rigorous and 4 times a week, you're putting yourself in a really vulnerable position again to get injured. And if you get injured, you're not going to be able to train and you're going to lose all the strength that you gained. So make sure you fix your imbalances. Make sure you focus on your form. Now, another recommendation that I have for you guys is to take joint support. If you guys haven't watched my other video on the joint support supplements that I take, I would highly recommend you guys check that out. It's going to be in the description below, or you guys can click on the card above. And then the 4th recommendation that I have for you guys is, if you can afford squat shoes, a lifting belt, and some knee sleeves, I would definitely invest in those, because number one, they're a long-term investment. They're gonna last you a long time, for years. I've had my knee sleeves, the Reband knee sleeves, for years. I've had the Inzer belt for years. I've had my squat shoes for several months, but I've heard really great reviews about the Nike Romaleos. So I would highly recommend you invest in some squat shoes, a lifting belt, and some knee sleeves. Now, another optional thing that you could invest in are some wrist straps, and I only invested in wrist straps recently because when I was doing the Smolov squat routine, first of all, you need to learn how to low bar squat. If you don't know how to low bar squat, you really need to learn how to do that. But once you do learn how to do a low bar squat, it's going to put a lot of stress on your wrists, and so the wrist straps really help take that stress off of your wrist, so you could bench and you could do different things with your upper body, and your wrist won't be so sore, and you won't have a lot of pain in your wrists after every single time that you squat. So those are the recommendations that I have for you guys if you want to work on your squat strength and really increase your squat PR. And if you're thinking about doing the Smolov squat routine, those are the recommendations that I have for you guys. Now, also keep in mind that this is only about 4 or 5 weeks into the Smolov squat program. And keep in mind, I did skip the introductory cycle, so I still have 2 more cycles. One is called the switching phase, which I'm in right now, where you focus on 50 to 60% of your 1 rep max, and you do some light work like some band work and box squats, chains if you have chains at your gym. And so that's what I'm doing right now. I believe it's 2 to 3 weeks or something like that. And then after that, I'm gonna go on to the intense phase, which is supposedly even harder than the base cycle. And I'm telling you guys right now, the base cycle is probably one of the hardest thing I've ever had to do in terms of gym work and exercising and workouts and stuff like that. It's a really rigorous and tough program, and it's really going to push you to your limits and you're going to do things that you never thought you were going to be able to do, and it's really just going to improve your squat significantly. So I'm excited to see what the intense cycle has in store and what my final max is going to be at the end of the Smolov squat program in general completely. And I'm also thinking, after I finish this Smolov squat program, I might take a few weeks off, focus on my bench and my deadlift, and then go back and redo the Smolov cycle one more time and see if I can get all the way up to 6 plates soon. So anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video, please don't forget to drop a like. If you guys are new here, hit the subscribe button. Inshallah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.